And you can do the same thing with a faucet aerator. It's a thing, just a little round part on the end of your faucet. You just unscrew it, screw on a modern new one, and it adds a little bit of air in as the water's coming out. You still have high pressure, but you reduce from 2 to 3 gallons per minute on your faucet down to about 1.5 also. And you won't even notice the difference. It's especially good for houses with kids, where the kids turn on the water and leave it out and they do all sorts of stuff. And suddenly, then you don't have to worry that you're automatically using less without even noticing the difference. And another way that you can save water is put a brick in your toilet tank. If you don't have a brick, I've been around San Francisco for a year now and haven't seen bricks like coming from Wisconsin. Everybody has bricks sitting around. But here in the city, one thing you can do is take a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, fill it up with water, zip it, stick it in there, it'll work just fine. And it'll reserve about 1 gallon of water each time and reduce your old toilet from, about, I lost the number, but I think it's about 6 gallons per flush down to about 4 gallons or less. And you can reduce it by however much or big size the thing that you put in is. And it's free. You can do that yet today. So that's one thing you can save yet today.
How does that work?
It just displaces the water so that when the tank itself fills back up, there's something in place of the water, like a brick or a bag full of water, so it only fills back up with 4 gallons of water rather than 6, because you've already got 2 gallons of water sitting in there. Or if you have a milk jug, I've seen people use a milk jug, you just set the milk jug in there if you have a big enough one. And if you want to know how much yours uses, all modern toilets have it printed next to the label behind the seat. And the older ones, you can kind of look at the big tank and think about how many gallons of milk you could put in there and how much that's always going down. So it's money down the drain. Right? And another thing that I do just for fun, talking about fun, is using a solar oven. When I worked out the actual amount that you're saving versus your stove or your oven, it's pretty negligible. It's like $3 a year or something. Because we only have to pay like 20 cents per kilowatt hour, and when you cook, you only cook for 45 minutes at the most a lot of the time, and then it's done, or if you're baking, only 2 hours, but the oven's not on the whole time. So you don't really save that much by using a solar oven, but it's so cool. So here's the picture. The one in the center, the black one that the man is touching, is one that I actually have. It's built in Minnesota, it's double-walled insulated, and it has a plastic cover, a double-layer plastic cover, and then it also has fins like the ones you see on the ones on the other side that you could attach. And for here in San Francisco, because we have lots of days that are sunny but not sunny, I usually put on the extra fins, and it'll get up to 375 degrees in the oven. No problem, you can make cookies. The other day I made cornbread. I made amazing biscuits that turned golden brown, but by the time they turned golden brown, the sun went away, and so they didn't burn. And you don't have to worry about it. Just put it in a tent, leave it, and by the time they're done, the sun's gone, so it's not hot anymore. I also made rice dishes, casseroles, pasta. I tried to use it at Burning Man, but there was too much dust on it. But if you went out and cleaned it every 10 minutes, it would also work in a dusty place like that. And you can even use it in the winter. People have used ones like this with reflectors on it, because even in the wintertime, it's so well insulated that it'll still get up to 150 to 200 degrees. So things that are cooked really slowly throughout the day, as long as you don't open the lid to lose all your heat, you could cook in the winter in the Midwest with one of these. And if you don't want to buy one, the cost for the middle one is about $120, and the cost for the one on the right is about $180 and I haven't tested the one on the right, but they claim to have a little bit higher efficiency, like more easily get up to 300 degrees than the one in the center. But if you want to do it for like $2 and make it yourself, you can make one like the one on the left out of the box. And even those will get up to over 200 degrees just with homemade materials. And you can start cooking there for fun. And school bake sales is a good science fair project for kids. It's safe because as soon as you lift the lid, then the hot air goes out, and the actual food isn't much more than 100 degrees, because after it boils, it doesn't get any hotter than boiling water. So it's pretty safe. Also, I usually don't even use a pot holder, I just take stuff out with my hands. And so it's really cool, safe, and awesome. And the last thing is, everybody knows about reusable bags, but a lot of people don't reuse reusable bags. Like, they have their Trader Joe's bag, but it's in their car, or it's in their other car, or it's in their house next to the door, but not with them when they go shopping. And so one thing to do that you can solve that problem is one company that makes reusable bags is called Baggu. I've got one in my bag if you like to see afterwards. And it's a small nylon bag that's only about 4 inches by 1/4 of an inch thick. And so you put it in anything. Like I keep one in my book bag all the time so that I never am without it. If you have a purse, you can always have it. You don't even notice that it's there. But then when you're shopping, you're like, oh yeah, I got my bag. Like I didn't have to think about it. Because as soon as you have to think about it, you're probably not going to do it. But if you can just have it with you all the time, it's totally the thing to do. And then you save your 3 cents at stores and get your free coupon at Trader Joe's for possible free groceries. So if you'd like to ask any questions or talk to me after this is my contact information. And as a consultant for Green Irene, the website on the bottom is the Green Irene Company, where you can find out information about them. And then my consultant number, so you can find mine on the bio page. And if you have any questions about any green thing, as a consultant, I have access to their services, and I can use our database to find out the facts that you might want to know. If they don't know, they'll do the research for free for any customer of theirs. So it's a great service through them. And thank you, and go home and save the earth. Have fun.